Hello.
I don't know if my mic was recording my voice.
Let me look. I had to mute it when you came in just so I couldn't hear myself. Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. How's everybody doing?
Lovely.
I should probably let staff know that we are going live. Alright, so posted that. We have our thread is up if you guys want to hop over and let us know that you're chilling out with us. I gotta go through and edit everything so it's a little more relevant because they're still kind of Christmassy. So like the waiting room is still Christmassy and the layout or the overlay in the video is still Christmassy.
It's okay, I haven't like announced the winners for Festival of Frost, so you can say that's why, if anybody asks.
Okay, we'll go with that. Okay, so I gotta hop back over to our group chat. I need to do this. And I'm gonna pause and slide it over here. Oh yeah, we gotta do prompts. And I also realized too, I haven't done the Wednesday drawings in forever. But I thought maybe a nice experiment for this year, if anybody's interested, is maybe like 5-10 minutes challenge drawings type things. Pick a couple people as we're streaming and draw their character, but time it. If that makes sense. Random. Hello, hello.
Is it Bluey or... No, it's Air.
It's Air. Hey.
I just figured it was Bluey because Bluey literally just messaged and was like, are we streaming?
Okay. Yes, before I get distracted, I'm like all over the place. So we have to do the custom patch draw. I'm incredibly behind. Sorry about that one. I'm going to blame it on the family because we had family here and I was able to get away and do artwork and I was all over the place. So this is the URL. Let's get the comments and see how many comments. We have 143 comments. Filter duplicate users drops it down to 135. Okay. And start. Willow S. Dragons Aloft. You are our winner for that custom patch. Which I don't even think I made the custom for. That's how behind I am. But, that was the Arctic with the candy, I believe, right?
Yes. Maybe. I don't even remember. Holy. We're both behind. It's
No. I can't even say it's Monday. But we have our winner, so I will try to get all that thrown together tonight or tomorrow and send that off to Willow. And then I want to try to figure out a schedule that I can stick to, at least a stream a month. Right now the issue I'm having is I don't have someone here anymore that can take care of the gremlins, so I can escape to do these streams. So I just kind of have to figure out scheduling, but I would like to try to do something that's a bit more predictable, so everybody knows what time to come in if they want to attend. And it'll probably be evening hours.
Wait,
maybe.
Did we already draw for the Arctic?
Did we what?
Was it the fire that we were supposed to draw for? I think it was the fire, wasn't it?
Was it? I don't remember.
Yeah, they're talking about it in the chat. Hold on. Yeah, s'mores is the newest, they said, which was
okay.
The, fire. So that's what...
Where did I save it? Alright. Let's see if I can figure out where the file is. It's not that.
Hello.
Hello.
If you guys hear any noise, it's because Finn's losing his mind right now.
What did I do with it? Yeah, and I went with the art tape because that was in the link. But unless I have the links all wrong, I don't know. I'm losing my mind.
Oh. Okay, guys. I don't even think that was intentional, but okay, guys.
What's up?
I guess you popped up in a Herman.
Oh, hey. There you go. So apparently I just kind of double gave away the Arctic. Sorry about that. I thought that was the custom patch that we left off on. I'm trying to find the fire custom patch. I don't know what I did with that. Oh, I see what happened here. All right, hold on. So we're gonna close all that. Oh, there's our gangster. Oh, I closed him. Let's see. So we had the s'mores was the last one that we were working on. There we go. Okay, Willow, I apologize. You will be getting the fire because we already gave away the Arctic one.
There we go.
Alright, so that's the custom patch. Oh, we have a Char in the chat. Hey, Char.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. Feeling better?
Yes, much better.
Good. Okay. So that's the custom patch. Willow is our winner. I need to like just get like a whiteboard and just like stick it up on the wall above me and write down what I need to be doing.
Look, I literally just ordered a bunch of like little whiteboards because I was so tired of finding notebooks and stuff to write in, and then I'd lose the notebooks, so I don't even know what was in it. So I got these little whiteboards, and I'm like pinning them down on my desk now, so I can like actually make notes everywhere. When it's done, I'll send you a picture. I'm
Okay.
modifying my room.
I'm using you as a notepad. Don't mind my messages here.
Oh, you're good.
Where did oh?
I have actually a private Discord that I use for all mine.
I made a private Discord because I was doing a lot of like work in progress pictures I was sending to certain places, and I kind of felt like I was starting to get a little annoying to some people. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own private server so I can upload all my stuff right there.
I feel like it's a thing to do now, so that way you don't lose anything.
That's something I haven't done yet.
A private server?
A private, yeah.
Everybody, those of you who bought hoots, those all went out in the mail today. I have one hoots left in the Etsy store if anybody is interested. It is the pretty lavender one. But my promise is if we sold all those, that I would use those proceeds to make a silicone mold of a hoot and do some resin pours, if that is something that you guys are interested in. But, I figured that'd be kind of the... Okay, cool. So that's kind of my thing. I have like a little, prototype here that I made out of clay that I did not list on the Etsy, which I'm hoping will be a better candidate for a mold, so... That will be eventually my next project, is to make some resin hoots so we don't have to worry about them breaking in the mail, and it's just easier to ship them because I had a couple snap on me. So, well, one snapped on me.
Me?
Yeah, yours. Yeah. I was wrapping it up in bubble wrap so it wouldn't break, and it broke. So, there's that. But that our biggest goal tonight was getting that custom patch done, because I know I was really behind on that. So if we want to get into some kind of art, I could show you guys how I've been doing those new wallpapers. Or a good amount of you guys seem to enjoy those. So I could show that. Or I can make a real wallpaper, or one that's more detailed. Or we can make more hoots. What would you guys like to see for this stream?
I love when I type things and they don't come out the way I want to type them. Because YouTube doesn't allow, like, lines. So, in my Discord, I type down the, IDs and stuff, and they're in each their own little line, and when I go to type them, or post them in the live chat, it makes them all just smashed together.
I like it when I'm trying to send someone a message like on my phone, and you can like swipe your finger around to grab all the numbers real quick, and it like will quickly guess the word that you're trying to say. And say I'm trying to say like I'll be there, instead of there, it's throwing out these bizarre words that are nowhere near close to there.
Yeah.
And so I might as well
That's
just.
That's what happens in mine all the time. That's why we get lovely mistakes.
I've gotten to the point now where I don't even bother going back and fixing it. It's like, best of luck deciphering what I said, but that's what I said, so. It was mentioned, so I definitely want to do a shout out. So Kanta has been working on these gorgeous new wings. Splash some color on those. Oops. So we have some brand new wings on the site. They were just added yesterday, so they are brand spanking new. No markings yet. We are going through those. I know that Kanta and I think it was Spera were starting to poke at some. So that is coming. You know, you guys are so much better at remembering to do the whole YouTube thing. Yes, if you haven't liked the video already, please like the video. If you haven't subscribed, we would so appreciate the subscription to the channel. We try to do goals throughout the video. I'm terrible at remembering to do that stuff. I need to just do like a YouTube intro video that goes through all that stuff so I don't have to remember. But Kanta did an amazing job on these.
She did. She really did.
Kind of makes me want to like just go and delete the old wings. Nobody wants to see that ancient history. Dragonfly wings. Right now we're trying to discuss how we want to release them. I think we're going to probably just do the regular DNA/custom. We're probably not going to stick it in the Raccoon King. I love their little tails, too. The perspective is really awesome, too. I am terrible at getting, like, really interesting perspectives on, like, when I'm drawing wings. They're always, like, the flat, random ones.
Well, you know what they say the best way to fix that is, right?
Give up on it and never go back to it?
No.
Or ask Kanta or somebody else to do it.
I was going for practice. But...
Okay, Etsu, I see your pings over there.
You see nothing. Oh yeah, I forgot I responded to that.
I think I actually had the same amount of pings as you. That I like really thought it was mine for a second, and I went to go click it because I have the same number of pings.
Well,
all mine are from the winter thing, I think.
I know are all from that, or most of them are from that big thank you thread, and I always feel bad because there's a lot of posts, and I want to go through and respond to everyone. I just haven't had the chance to sit down, and I would feel bad if I go in and respond to just like a small handful and not all of them. So that's why I'm behind on those. I do love those wings, though. She did an amazing job on them.
She did.
She even gave the plushy wings. It's awesome. What you doing? and the water is fantastic. That like really breathes in some much needed love into the water wall, huh?
Oh yeah.
Emily said, my favorite mutations on plushies are the ones that look like stuffed animal. We actually have started doing that. I don't know, it's probably been 4 years now. The problem that we have is because the art is so old that going back and revising the artwork so maybe it's more relevant to what our tastes are nowadays, we potentially risk upsetting a lot of people who have existing Wajas with those images. And I don't want to pull like a Neopets or whatever on everybody where, you know, they just go in and redo all the artwork and they don't say anything and you come on and it's like a completely different site. So, you know, we try to pay respects to our more traditional images, and it's a hard one to battle. But yeah, I definitely agree. It's nice when the mutations match the theme of the breed. Now you got me reading threads, Sadie.
Okay, I did a quick game.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because that one was who posts first, the right answer. Don't worry, I've got more games where it will be X amount of winners will be drawn from, you know, everybody that plays. So just keep an eye out.
I mean, I did use the right video, right, to pull the winner for the fire custom patch.
Maybe. I don't know. Let me go back into my game thing and I'll pull up the last one and toss it to you. It was this one. I think was the last one, or is that the one that we did the fire thing in? Or no, that's not the one we did the fire thing in. Give me a sec.
See, I used the description, the link that was in the description.
Yeah.
That's the one that I...
Guys are
I think that might have been the wrong video.
Yeah, I think our description didn't ever get updated.
Yeah. Still learning this YouTube stuff. There's like so much stuff you have to do just to do one stream.
Okay, here we go. This is the one, not the one that I just posted. This one is the one with the fire.
Yeah.
We can send the loft person like a different prize or something like that since we announced it on here.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe we'll offer Willow a free token of their choice. And then, I mean, I could probably even just do another custom patch. Hold on one second. What? Yeah, bud, you don't have to ask. Just clean up after yourself. Thank you. Well, he had teeth pulled yesterday. So, I went and got him, like, a big box of popsicles. And he keeps asking for permission to have one. I was like, dude, just go for it, bud. Just make sure you clean up after yourself.
Well, at least he's got somewhat of the right mindset of asking.
Oh, yeah, no, he's usually pretty good about that. And thankfully, we didn't have to pull teeth because there were cavities or anything of that nature. It just, he didn't have enough space for the adult teeth that are coming in, so I guess it's common practice that they pull teeth, like baby teeth, so the big teeth can come in at a smoother angle or whatever.
Yeah, you kind of don't want adult teeth crowding in with the baby teeth. Because
okay, so this is the custom patch. Just for reference. Yeah, so this is the custom patch. I have that link right here. Filter duplicate users. It's 54. Okay, so the real winner is Cricket. And I'm going to also reach out to Willow and still extend a prize to them. We'll discuss it and kind of see what they're feeling. But Cricket is going to be the person to get the fire token.
Fire patch?
Yeah.
I sent you a message too. Let me know if you want me to save all the answers, yeah.
That game sounds fine. What is it you're trying to get from me?
Did you want me to save the answers and like post them somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
Just in case they wanna...
Yeah, that could be fun. We haven't really been doing prompts, so if you have to leave, don't worry about the prompts. We're just asking that you hop over to the site. There is a thread there. Just let us know that you were here. Maybe just mention what we were talking about while you were here if you want. But we haven't really been very specific or demanding on that part. We just ask that you like, comment, subscribe, the YouTube stuff, and then hop over to the thread and let us know that you're here. It's pretty chill.
Make sure you're including your IDs, guys, because I don't know your IDs by heart, and it's the only way I can ping you and give you prizes.
Alright, I save those.
So, I've been asleep almost all day, so
Must
I
be
feel fine.
nice.
It's just I'm just bored.
Yeah, I hear that. Are you giving up on Minecraft?
No, it's just it doesn't hold my interest as long as it used to because
We don't have
I'm like the
tinkers.
only one playing on 2 servers,
We don't have tinkers.
and we don't have tinkers. Yeah,
That's more or less
So,
what I'm waiting
I
for.
think-
I have a hard time getting into it without tinkers. Alright, so... So these are the wallpapers
Yeah.
that we have in the shop.
Oh, were there more?
So these are actually, I added these last night, I think. So if you go to the CWP shop and you scroll all the way down, there is a stack of wallpapers. It's 12 CWP, but you are guaranteed to get every wallpaper here. You're getting 6 wallpapers. And these are those, like, the artsy approach that I've been kind of playing around with on my laptop. I don't have my tablet up there, so I just kind of use my mouse. And the goal was just to kind of get like different colors and stuff. So these are the 6 wallpapers that you will get if you buy that item. Guaranteed. It's not a gambling item.
Alright, I'm popping off, not like off, but I'm popping off the screen to draw the winners for this one game, so if anything happens, let me know.
Okay. Yeah, the wallpaper combo pack, if you want to call it that, it's not going anywhere. It's going to be there for a while, so no rush, no worries. I just thought it might be kind of a nice little bundle pack, because like I did that bundle pack with the dies, the Dundle buys. Oh my gosh, I just butchered that. Yeah. I don't know what is wrong with me. I am like crazy. Die bundle you can find in the CWB store. That's been in there maybe a year now. So it's kind of along the same concept. So it's like 6 wallpapers for 2 CWP. Dundle buys, yeah. And the Poke bottle also has a handful of items in it. So I'm just trying to get more of those bundled items in there. Oh gosh, I don't remember exactly which dies are in the bundle. Let's see. I don't even remember if the library breaks that down or not. So the die bundle comes with hoops, nets, ridges lower, and ridges upper. We don't quite have a topic just yet on the video. I'm just trying to play catch up. We were behind on a couple things and just talking about some of the new stuff that we've added to the site. But eventually I was going to draw a wallpaper. Alright, I just made a note that I need to break down what's in those combo items in the library. So I will try to get to that at another point. Then that way we kind of have it in written form available to everybody what's in there. A mystery die bundle. A mystery die bundle in the sense of you don't know what's coming. Because I guess that's kind of what we already have. Or are you thinking like a bundle of like random 3 dies that it just chooses? Jessica, there is not a prompt right now, so no worries. Just let us know that you were here in the thread and you'll be all set. So we don't have a lot of mutations to comfortably do a bundle pack, I think. That one would worry me, but maybe like a mystery bundle, kind of like the mystery die, where you pay or mystery token even. I think its price is slightly higher, but you have a chance of getting more valuable items for the same price. So we could probably maybe do like a mystery DNA, but I don't know about a bundle pack of them. So you figure markings, we have like over 300 markings. Mutations, I think we're around 20. Mystery wallpaper, that's what the crates were supposed to accomplish. But the struggle that we're having with those crates is figuring out how we want them to act. So like I think we have a crate that's beach wallpapers maybe, or just ocean wallpapers. And I originally went in and threw all the relevant wallpapers, but then people were getting wallpapers that were not worth it 1 CWP a piece. So people were getting upset because they're not quite getting their money's worth, which, I mean, it's kind of one of those risks you take when you gamble. But we go back and try to tweak it a little bit so you are getting your money's worth. But I think we're just kind of having a hard time figuring out exactly how we want those crates to function in terms of like what you're getting and everything. I'm glad that you're liking the Halloween and the wing crate. I honestly don't remember what's in the Halloween one, but like the wings in particular, I think a lot of those wings are old and in high demand, so it's hard to do that one wrong. But like there's one crate, I think it's just a bird crate, that I actually threw in like 12 birds that were not released anywhere else. So there's like a bald eagle in there. There's a different kind of toucan. I think some parrots, maybe some finches. I love the birds in that crate. What do you guys think of this color palette for a wallpaper? Why is my computer so laggy? Oh, I wonder why you can't hear me in the call. Oh, for some reason I got disconnected. Sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're back to us.
Oh, that's weird. Sorry about that. I was wondering why it got so quiet.
I was sitting here like they're responding, like they're talking to her, but I can't hear anything. So I unmuted the Discord, and sure enough, you were talking. I was like, oh, okay, it's just us.
Huh. I don't know why Discord thought to disconnect me, but yeah. I'm a little slow sometimes. I don't notice those things.
That is an amazing color palette, though.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for pastels. Oh, there goes my phone.
Same. Alright, I got it, by the way.
Alright, cool. So yeah, this is actually a suggestion. If anybody is trying to do like artwork and you're trying to figure out a good color scheme, I kind of like to cheat sometimes and just go to Google and do like color palette, and people, you know, they do different kind of color palettes that they really like. So you could even type in like Christmas color palette, and people will do a bunch of different Christmas color palettes, and you can just kind of see what appeals to you. A lot of people even do it for like if you're painting your room or something, they do different kinds of color palettes. So it's just a neat little way to find a palette without having to sit there and struggle and like, oh, what do I want to do now? You know, what will look nice? So it's just, yeah, fun way to do it. All right. So I gotta pull up.
Great for customs too.
Oh yeah, I saw someone was saying that too in chat. I'm sure I'm terrible at coming up with colors for customs, but I was actually using color palettes just the other night because I was making some of those figurines for Etsy and just trying to, instead of having like single or dual colors, I was pulling up some color palettes to see what would look interesting. So I did one, it's an African Waja that has like tropical colors. I wasn't really sure how I was going to like it, but I actually do like it now. I thought it turned out pretty decent. Okay. Come on. Okay.
Don't forget to like below, guys.
Oh, I don't have my brushes over here. So I guess I don't have the brush on this computer that I was using on my laptop.
When you're done with this one, you need to do a pretty black and gold like that one sculpture that I really like.
Oh, yeah. Do that. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to kind of quickly make a new brush. Let's see if I can remember how I did it. It always takes me a second to get right back into it. And then we're done here. Okay. So what I was doing for those wallpapers, like I said, I'm going to start with some kind of color palette that is appealing to you. And I keep this this box here just kind of tells me where the Bane's feet are, so I know that I need to leave some area down there for them to be standing in the scene. Alright, so let's see. Actually gonna do another, see, that brush is not quite what I wanted, but going for it. We'll throw in some mountains back here. Do another silhouette, kind of. And then what I was actually doing is I dropped the opacity about like 50%, and then that way it's a little more transparent each time you do it, so it kind of gives you that like painted type effect. And I'm going to have water down here, so we want to have those mountains kind of reflect in the water. And then using the eyedropper, I just pick different colors that's currently on the canvas from that transparency, and then just try to blend it out. But what I liked about the brush that I have upstairs on my laptop is it has some sharper edges to it, so it kind of still leaves like those visible brush strokes. This one's not exactly what I was using, but still kind of gives the effect, I guess. Alright, so then, do we want to have the sun setting or rising? Because like we can have the brightest color be along the mountain range, which would mean that we would get darker as the sky goes up. Or having it start at the top and then, oh, no, don't do that. Having it dark along the mountain range. Bob Ross's understudy. Nice. I guess I could put some happy little trees in there.
Happy.
I think I've only seen one of his episodes. I've actually never watched a whole lot of them. What I used to watch was this like random show back in the 90s, I think. It's called like Pappy's Land. There's this old guy that drew pictures for you.
Pappy! I loved Pappy!
So I'm not the only one.
I was all about that show. Do you remember, God, what was the other one? Where the girl sat on a couch and always found weird stuff on the couch? Like,
no.
she would just dig into the couch, and all of a sudden, I don't even remember what it's called, but, I mean, it was a trip.
No, that one doesn't ring a bell.
Let me go Google. Like, it's one of them ones where people forget it exists until somebody reminds them it exists.
Bunny V says comfy couch, maybe?
That sounds right.
Comfy couch.
The big comfy couch. The only clown I ever liked.
Oh gosh, it's a clown? Now I gotta look.
She like has a clown nose. She's not actually like a clown, but she's a clown.
Huh. No, I never watched that. That looks very new. When did that come out?
You should watch it. It was wonderful. The first episode was in 1992.
Huh.
And the final episode was in 2006.
That would be something you would watch.
For a really long time. It was pretty good. Not as good as Pappy.
Okay,
but
Pappy is not much better. Now that I look at it, that's probably about.
I really did like Pappy.
Oh, it has like Pee Wee Herman type puppets, huh? I don't remember it having puppets. Oh God.
Are we gonna watch, Pappy and the big comfy couch now? No more art, only art. Episodes of kids show.
No, my luck, I'll get copyright striked on it. His drawings are very basic. Let me show a picture in the thumbnail, and then it just goes to a fish.
cute dog. I want a dog diet.
You can have one of mine.
You see. I'm not allowed one until we actually get a house. And then we have to get one immediately.
That sounds so stressful.
Well, it's because, you know, David does his 24-hour plus shifts, so I don't want to be at home alone. My 2 little Shih Tzus are not going to deter anybody, let's be real.
Right.
So, and a lot of the areas that we're looking at, you know, if you look at Watchdog, there's literally all kinds of bad people around, and I'm like, yeah, we get in something like immediately.
Why are you going over there then?
Like, because you're not going to be able to find anywhere where there's guaranteed nobody around in our area. So, and David unfortunately can't move. We're too close to him being able to. Like, he's halfway through his, like, thing that he has to do for the one department.
Yep.
It's another, like, 10 to 12 years before he can, quote, retire. Not saying that he's going to, but, you know. So.
Yeah, Mike, you know, he works for the post office and in the military. And the nice thing about the post office is because it's all federally owned, all the time you put into the military can be put towards your retirement if you get a certain type of job at the post office. So he actually took on a job that's an hour north from here. We never see him anymore. But it all is going towards his retirement. I think his math was like he'd be able to retire in like 15 years.
Yeah, that's not bad.
You know, it just sucks because, you know, the kid... Sorry, what?
Oh, I was going to say, David's other job, it's like he's got 25 or something, 27 something years, and I'm like, oh, that's a really long time, it seems like. So. Let's be real, the real awful kids show was Barney, and if you want to fight and say that it's not, we can fight and say that it is.
Mike was looking into building up a movie library, and he was like, what movies should we get? And I was like, Animorphs. He's like, you're dumb. I was like, no, Animorphs, yo! It's not much better. Granted, they don't...
Like, both me and my brother agreed that Hayden was never going to be able to watch Barney, because neither of us can handle it. We loved it when we were kids, and we hate it now that we are adults. So she has never seen an episode of Barney before.
I don't think I've shown Barney to my kids. I've tried to get them into, like, Sesame Street. They don't really go for the puppets. So the puppets have never been that successful with my kids. Right now, my daughter is obsessed with PJ Masks, Paw Patrol, and this YouTuber, Diana, some little girl somewhere, and they make millions of dollars a month. She's, like, obsessed with that little girl. I've been making my kids listen to Backstreet Boys lately.
Are they enjoying it?
My daughter seems to enjoy it. My son hasn't said a whole lot about it. Mike yells at me, and it's like, hey, I no shame. I still like Backstreet Boys.
You should make them watch Bill Nye. That was the thing once upon a time.
Yep, I remember we had to watch Bill Nye. How about Wishbone? Wishbone was another one.
Wishbone!
We used to watch in school.
Wishbone, watch the story, Wishbone.
You would know the song.
I forget which episode it was, but one of the episodes made me cry, and I don't remember which one it was. I just remember that it was a very sad episode, and I cried.
I remember the episode where they had a kid stay over that was allergic to dogs, and then he ended up not being allergic to dogs after being exposed to Wishbone.
If only it worked that way. The Wishbone, what he had going for him is he was a terrier, so he didn't have a whole lot of like fur and stuff to offer for someone that was asthmatic.
I mean, allergies can drop due to exposure. It's just not as common as allergies developing due to exposure. So, oh gosh, I never could get into Zaboomafoo.
Zaboomafoo.
I was a Kratz Creatures.
Did that have like a little,
I was a Kratz
like a
Creatures
monkey,
kid.
like a monkey puppet?
It had a lemur.
I don't think I watched it, but
Lemur
I
puppet.
saw it. I did see it advertised.
Yeah. I was like, no, I can't, because I was an original Kratz Creatures kid. The Kratz brothers should have kept Kratz Creatures and not gone to Zaboomafoo.
They still do a cartoon. My kids like the
Okay,
cartoon.
but what about this one? Right here, guys. Best cartoon ever. Nobody can tell me different. Rugrats is where it was at.
Yeah, I watched Rugrats. Doug, Real Monsters, Cat Dog, Cow and Chicken.
Oh, I remember all of those. Angry Beavers.
Angry Beavers, yes, I've been getting my kids to watch that.
Gabby, how could you not?
It's like,
Kids getting into things and not getting caught. Best thing ever.
or like Ren and Stimpy. Like we were allowed to watch Ren and Stimpy, and as an adult, I go back and I look at that, and it's like, I cannot believe my parents let us watch Ren and Stimpy. It's terrible.
Yeah, for some reason it had like a Y7 rating on the TV, and it was like, I think about what I saw back then, and I'm like, how did I ever get a Y7 rating?
I know, it's terrible. It's a terrible show. I mean,
Yeah.
I had my daughter addicted to the Happy Happy Joy song for a long time, but that's about as far as we got with Ren and Stimpy. To my music. Goosebumps. I used to like Goosebumps. Are You Afraid of the Dark was one that I used to like. It used to give me wicked nightmares, but I still would go back and watch it.
Oh, I like Are You Afraid of the Dark. As far as like books went, Fear Street. I just read all the Fear Street books I could get my hands on.
What is it called?
Which wasn't much, because Fear Street, it's by the same guy who did Goosebumps, I think.
Is that R.L. King or no, Stein?
R.L.
Stein, yeah.
Yeah. There was one book about werecats, and I really liked that story. So what made me ticked off about it was that once you become a werecat, cats hated you, and the feelings, slowly becomes mutual.
You sure you're not talking You sure you're not talking about Stephen King? Stephen King.
This was legit kid's book, Fear Street.
Oh, because Stephen King has a werecat. Stephen King has a werecat book. And I believe the same thing happens in that, where like the real cats don't like you if you're a werecat, or Fear Street. Gummy Bears is on Disney Plus, huh? I haven't seen that in forever.
Let's see. I'm getting Night of the Werecat, which is number 12 in the series.
Yes, the Werecat Stephen King story, the movie, was terrible. 100% terrible. But it was one that stuck with me for some reason. It is a bad movie. It sucks. But hey, when you're into like the werewolf type stuff, you take what you get, right? Because nobody wants to do werewolves. They want to just do vampires. So.
Oh yeah, they do werewolves. It's like terrible romance where the werewolf dies anyway. That's the whole plot. That's the whole plot of every single werewolf movie I've ever watched.
Well,
terrible romance.
I really enjoyed Teen Wolf, the MTV series that they did. And like the first season or two was werewolves, and it's like, oh, cool. It's like the perspective of a werewolf. They're not just a man-eating monster. There's like, a thought there or whatever. And then they start pulling all this other crap. It's like, nobody asked for werecats or Komodo dragon thing or whatever it was. They threw in all these other creatures in there. It's like, nobody asked for that. We just werewolves. That's why it's Teen Wolf. And then they canceled it. Or completed it.
Gosh. But yeah, every single werewolf movie I've watched, that was the whole plot. Bad romance. The werewolf was an actual monster that ate people.
Right.
And there was no reasoning with it when it was in monster form. And it always died in the end. And I was like, my mom made me watch American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, and in Paris.
And I was like, I think I know where this is going, but okay. And yeah, it went exactly where I knew it was going.
Oh yeah, no, the movies were terrible, but again, when you want a werewolf movie, you just kind of have to take what you can get, unfortunately. When it's like Blood and Chocolate, the book was really good. Young reader book. I was obsessed with it when I was a kid. I loved that book. And then that garbage came out of Hollywood. They changed the story where, like in the book, you have these two characters who are actually mother and son. But then the movie was like, let's make them lovers. So it was actually like they weren't related, but coming from someone that read the book, it was like, this is so wrong. It just... Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Ginger Snaps. I watched those. A friend and I, we were obsessed with Ginger Snaps. Well, the first two. Then the third one was some kind of odd, like, or they went back in time, or it was like the ancestors, but the ancestors were the same exact girls, the same behaviors. I personally don't go for those types of stories or movies. Vampire werewolf hybrid? Are you talking about like Underworld? Which, like, I was excited for them to have a werewolf movie in Underworld. Like, they did this whole thing. It's going to be werewolves. Like, hooray, werewolves. And what happens? It went to the vampires. And then they killed off the main character. He just disappeared or something. I don't know. They just gave up on him and focused on werewolves. I believe I read the Percy Jackson books. I honestly don't remember them all that much, but I've always enjoyed the Greek mythologies.
I did not read them, but I like the movies, but I've heard that they're not as good as the books, but I didn't read the books, so it didn't affect me.
I mean, if I remember correctly, though, I think like the Harry Potter movies were pretty on par with the books. Like they didn't deviate too much. I think they just cut out parts, but I think they were on top of it.
I remember being a little disappointed by the third movie because of some changes they made, but usually I was pretty happy with the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna make a bad choice here and say that I actually loathed the books. The movies were fun, and like the concept was fine. I just did not like her writing at all.
I mean,
I tried.
You're entitled to your opinion. It's wrong, but you're entitled to your opinion.
Well, people can sit here and say that she wrote good, but she ended up not being a good person. So...
Oh yeah, I know. She totally tanked herself there.
No, she turned out. She turned into a steaming pile, and I don't like that at all.
So Sadie, you must be a Twilight fan then.
I actually liked it when I was younger. I tried to reread it when I got older, and I hate the writing for that too.
Okay, because it's not writing; it's just garbage. I was gonna say Harry Potter was actually.
Like, when I was, when I was in my teens, I really liked it, but then I tried to reread it when I was an adult, and I was like, why did I ever like this? What was wrong with me?
Yeah, I was an adult when I read Twilight, the first book, and I had to force myself to read it. It is so poorly written, and it just, the Mary Sue, I had a hard time finishing the first book. I think the rest of the books ended up propping up pieces to my fish tank. So that's what they were used for. I never read them.
I'm done with you. This is so bad that I had to use it for my fish tank is what I just heard.
Yeah.
No, I'm more into like the fantasy books like Tamara Pierce and stuff like that. And I'd always been more into that than, the kind of more real world fantasy stuff. So, but they're never going to make videos or movies of this stuff because they won't sell, I guess, as well as stuff like Harry Potter.
No, they won't sell.
Oh, I mean,
no.
I'm in the...
Even though Tamara Pierce has a huge following, I think she would sell very well.
Well, that's the same with, like, Marcy Thompson, that series. She gets Patricia Briggs, I believe, is, let's see, Marcy Thompson. She has a ton of books on this series. And, the first book, I believe, has like 1,000 reviews on Amazon. Like, it's really well liked. Mercedes Thompson. No, I won't do that. But that's it's werewolves, but the main character is a skinwalker. So she's like a coyote. My husband is a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. I, unfortunately, am not. I have a hard time. They're too long. I have a hard time getting into the movies and the books.
Yeah, if you hear any eating sounds, excuse me. I am eating my dinner.
Oh, they're not forcing you to sit at the table?
No, they're afraid that we might still be a little bit contagious.
Oh. Latch onto that. Maybe you'd be contagious for the next couple of years. I never watched Warrior Cats.
Oh.
Or read Warrior Cats. I know a lot of people like Warrior Cats. I never got into it.
I never did either. And, like, all my friends really, really liked it. And I'm just like, I can't get into it. What am I supposed to do here?
Well, apparently there's, like, a cat in it called Redtail. Because some games, I'll use Redtail for my name. and I actually got it from Kruger, my African Grey, who has a red tail. And people start talking to me about the cats, and I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. They're like, that's what that name's from. It's like, no, it's my parrot's tail. But yeah, apparently there's a cat named Redtail. I had a My Little Pony phase. I'm still kind of in it. I like to paint Briar horses. I did one. I'd like to do more of them. And then there's an artist that I follow who makes little horse figurines or like sculptures out of clay that I really like. Main character is a witch with a pixie sidekick and a living vampire for a roommate. That sounds like a lot. So I know a few of you have asked how I'm going to release this wallpaper. I was thinking of just throwing it up as a gift of activity for today. So if you haven't logged in, shame on you. But log in, and then you'll get it. And I'll probably actually send a couple out per person. So I know I shouldn't criticize it. There's a couple times. There's been some times that I'll be a few days out. I haven't logged in, so. I blame the kids, though. You know, my guilty pleasure.
Fun to blame.
What's that? Oh, yeah. And they can't defend themselves, so it's the perfect victim. You're like, yeah, it's your fault. It's like when it's really cold outside. I'm like, Ezio, why did you turn the heat off? It's like, I didn't do it. It's like, oh, it's so cold outside. But my guilty pleasure is Vampire's Assistant. Vampire's Assistant. No, what the heck is it? Oh, I'm gonna butcher it now. Yeah, Vampire's Assistant. It's a terrible movie, but I enjoy watching it for some bizarre reason.
See, I'm not hard to entertain as far as movies go in the moment, but I gotta be in the mood to sit down and watch a movie. I can't just sit down and watch a movie.
Hamtaro. That sounds familiar. I don't know what the...
Does?
Hamtaro?
Oh, Hamtaro's a hamster.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot about that little
I
guy.
used to like Hamtaro.
I remember Hamtaro. I thought that was a cute anime series.
My kids are gonna grow up on like that stuff that's borderline cartoon anime that, you know, everybody in the US knows about. Sailor Moon, stuff like that.
Oh gosh, you know what I saw? It's a GIF that's going around, or GIF, however you want to say it, going around on Facebook. It's Scar from The Lion King. He's sitting there. You remember the Bunch of Coconut song, and he's got the little skull in his head. He's making the skull sing the song. Well, it turns out the skull is actually a lion skull, and there's the article was saying that hyenas are actually not known for eating lions. That lions will eat lions. So they're saying that the skull he has is actually Mufasa's skull.
Oh my gosh.
That's so morbid, but
You're welcome.
We have been educated.
I actually saw that too, and I was like, "That's so morbid, but kind of cool."
Ruining everybody's childhood 1 second at a time. One day at a time.
Oh. Speaking of ruining childhood and Lion King, when Frozen first came out, the first movie, the song Let It Go, someone made a montage of like the worst points of different movies to sing that song. And The Lion King was one of those.
Huh.
Because of the whole scene where Scar drops Mufasa.
Oh my gosh. I'm done. Y'all too.
That's not even the worst thing I've heard relating to Frozen, but I'm not going to say the other thing.
Sorry, I was sending my husband a message. I haven't heard from him, and my daughter is at my parents' house, and he's supposed to pick her up, but I'm like looking at the clock, and yeah, and the sun's down. I'm kind of wondering if he's gonna actually get out at a decent hour. My parents are probably going a little crazy.
Is she nicer for them than for you?
Oh yeah,
Some kids
oh
are,
yeah.
really good for their grandparents.
Oh yeah, no, they're perfect for my parents. And the minute I walk in, this like all hell breaks loose, and they start going crazy. And everyone's like, "You were perfect until you saw your mother." And it's like, yeah, I have that effect on people. They just see me and go crazy and start running around and throwing things, and just it's like, I don't know why I deserve this, but okay. Oh yeah, no, they always do that for me.
So if I ever meet Etsu, I need to run around and throw things, is what I just heard.
Yep. Yeah.
She's gonna record it, and I'm gonna be like, never mind, guys. I'm aborting this mission.
I'll leave it pastel-y. Let's see. Oh God, your grandmother read you Brother Grimm's tales at bedtime. Were they the real Brothers Grimm tales, or like the friendly Brothers Grimm's tales, where it's kind of censored?
We had to read one for our like high school English class, and I was like, "This is actually not as nice as I thought it was." And
oh yeah, no, they're horrible. I think like pretty much
my whole life is over.
Isn't it like pretty much the good guy is like murdered by the end? I watched Grimm. I loved Grimm, TV series. I can't even imagine having a grandmother read a young child's the Brothers Grimm stories. So I think even doesn't he have one that's like similar to Little Mermaid and like she's killed at the end? I don't remember exactly which one it was, but there is one that Disney has its usual spin-off, but like the original, the main character is actually like brutally murdered.
Hi, honey. Did you go for a ride? Was it fun? Good girl. Addie is all about rides lately, and we don't know why. She used to hate them, and now, yay, ride all the time. Anytime David gets his coat, she runs to the door.
One person's talking about a story about a king that wanted to marry his daughter. A lot of those, if you read any of the history on like the various royalty families, it was all incest. And like they would send their son to, or the daughter to a foreign kingdom, who actually was like a cousin. So like they inbred insane. So I think they started having issues even, anatomy wise and everything because of all the inbreeding.
Can you stir the dinner whenever you go back inside? Hello.
Hello, hello. It's a girl.
Hello.
Sorry, I didn't mean to press voice connect, but I'm here now.
Too late now. Yep, you're here.
I hope that you enjoy your time here.
I can't leave.
Not allowed. One of us.
But I'm here now. Late now. Yep, I'm here.
Oh.
If you need
Here.
anything,
Enjoy your time here.
I can't leave. Oh. I gotta mute it on the actual video. There we go.
Oh yes, Lucifer is an awesome series. Started off on Fox,
Hello?
which surprisingly Fox had it, and it's like had a couple different owners now. But that is a good series, Lucifer. And for those religious folk out there, it is like the biblical Lucifer, but it's more based off of I think it's Neil Gaiman's stories or something. It's more of like a comic style Lucifer. The Witcher. See, I really, really like Henry Cavill, so The Witcher was awesome to watch. Lots of eye candy. I tried to get into one of the games. I just have a hard time getting into it, but I know that there's a ton of The Witcher games.
I'll be right back.
No!
I actually bought all 3 of the Witcher games for like $15 total. Or something like that. And I still haven't touched them. I am bad about buying games that I think are interesting and then never touching them.
I just haven't really
When I
wanted to game. I don't know. Like, my husband got me the PlayStation, not the new one that just came up, but the one prior. And they redid all, like, the Spyro games. He got that for me for Christmas, and I think I've used it once. And it's not because I don't like it or appreciate it. Like, I revisited Spyro, and the graphics are crazy. But I don't know. I have a 7-year-old that constantly steals the TV from me, but, yeah, I just haven't sat down and played it. So I do warn him, if Elder Scrolls ever comes out with a new game that's not online, I will be gone. I probably should tell you guys too. If Elder Scrolls comes out with a new game, you won't see me for a while.
Oh, yeah. There is a new one coming out. It's just gonna be years in development.
Well,
It is Elder Scrolls 6, and they have confirmed it for the Hammerfell region, I think.
Oh yeah. No, just they keep pushing their online game, and I have no interest for that. I want the one that I can play at my own and not have to worry about having to find people to team up to defeat the boss or anything like that. The Assassin's Creed movie was okay. I remember it being okay with that.
Oh, you know what's crazy is that in the 90s, they used to have, like, well, they still do it, but it's, like, more for the more modern-esque games that they do it for instead of, like, all the games. But they had, like, um, live-action trailers
Oh,
for
that's
the
kind of
games.
cool.
Yeah. So, anyways, I didn't find out about this until like years later. But in Germany, there was a live action trailer for Super Metroid, and I really loved that live action trailer. And I was like, okay, can we have a movie about this? But I actually picked up Super Metroid again recently on my Switch, and you know, I go through phases of playing it constantly and then putting it down. And wall jumps are crazy hard. I tend not do wall jumps for the life of me, and
Oh, I gotta walk away for a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't play a lot of video games, but my boyfriend does, and I've been watching him play The Last of Us recently.
oh, I've seen a little bit of that. That's super sad.
Yeah, I forgot. We're playing the second one. I played the first one. Yeah, the second one, it's wild.
I don't think
It is
I've
also really
seen any of the second one. I should probably poke my brother about like him streaming and playing that.
That'd be fun. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
definitely gory, but the story's really nice. Other than that, I just watch him play Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I just got my Switch last year, and I need to spend a little bit of money, so I'm thinking about getting a couple games for it. That I probably should have gotten before now, but never really got to do it. So, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild,
Oh yeah, I've heard that's good.
and then also Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, because Super Smash Brothers is like the only fighting game I'll ever touch.
Yes.
And
True.
I need to look at the like the extra fighter packs as well to see if there's any that interest me besides Sephiroth, because like that eye candy is
Yeah, we can't argue with that.
can't argue with that. No.
They know what
but
they're doing.
they do. Especially when they made him shirtless.
Yeah, that's a choice, and they chose to do that for a reason.
So yeah.
Let's see what's going on.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, sorry. I had a phone call. Mike actually picked up the little miss, so I don't have to keep watching the clock like I'm late. Alright. Let's see here.
Let's see.
What do you want? What?
He was trying to. He tried to call us.
I know. What do you want?
I have Pokemon Sword, and
No, we're staying home, buddy.
I actually bought the DLC like not too long ago,
No.
so I need to finish it now again.
I love you.
But
Go play.
finish the DLC instead of just like
I'm doing a stream,
letting it
buddy.
sit. I am,
Love you.
but
That's the one that they all have like armor, right?
What about the Minecraft dungeons?
um, I honestly don't know which Reggie I'm picking. I'm just gonna let myself. I'm just gonna let. I haven't decided anything with the DLC. I haven't looked up anything like what goes on in the DLC. So
What game is this?
Pokemon Sword.
Oh. My son wanted me to play Minecraft Dungeons, and my Switch wouldn't load it. It just got stuck at loading it for like an hour. I haven't checked it since, but that's about as far as I got with Switch games in the last maybe 7 months.
Yeah, I was just saying that I need to get Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and also Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, my son plays that with
Because you can
like,
always
Can you
go
guys hear
wrong
me?
with.
Hello.
It's Bluey. Am I a robot?
No, you're not a robot right now yet.
Yay.
Always.
I'm on my phone, so sometimes it doesn't work right.
Are you on your way home from work?
Yeah. All this Breath of the Wild talk, though, man, that's been my latest addiction. I've been working on, like, maxing out my year.
What's Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
what-
doing, like, the side quest. I like, beat the boss. I'm just now, like...
No, is that what the
what
game?
else
Is that the
can I
game?
do?
What is that? What the game is called? Breath of the Wild. Hey, look, I'm living.
Yeah,
I'm living under a rock. Okay.
It's Legend of Zelda Breath of. It's a
Oh,
Legend
okay.
of Zelda game. It's
Okay.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
I've never played those.
So I think the first one I played was Ocarina of Time. Classic. So
I can't remember which one I first played. It was on the Nintendo 64. It might have been Ocarina of Time, but it might have been a different one.
there were two for the Nintendo 64 that I remember: Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. So
I only have vague memories, so I couldn't even tell you like. I couldn't even give you any hints. I'd have to like look it up.
it didn't have a big scary moon, did it?
I don't remember.
Oh. Because the big scary moon was in Majora's Mask.
We
Yeah.
are 2 likes away, guys, from another game. So if
Oh.
you haven't liked, make sure to do so.
I forgot to like it. Okay, I'm on my way.
I did make sure to like it while I was at work. No one needs to know.
There we go. Gave a like.
Good job.
Majora's Mask was like super dark and it was hard. Like, my brother had to look up all these tutorials in order to 100% it. And by 100%ing, I mean get, like, the Fierce Deity mask.
Hey
I
Sadie.
got it, it's by the way.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
story behind Majora's Mask. It's the whole. It's the convoluted gameplay that really, and the time limit. The time limit for Majora's Mask is really off-putting. But I like the story. But then I kind of like dark stories like that sometimes, so.
Let's not bark. Valak, stop.
Oh, new Pokemon Snap is coming, yes.
Yeah,
It's
they
coming in
finally just
April.
they just released the date.
Yep. April something. I already forgot the exact date. I just know it's coming out about a month after Monster Hunter Rise. Which, yes, I am getting Monster Hunter Rise because I am into Monster Hunter.
Didn't they just come out with a movie for that?
Yeah, the movie is supposed to suck, though.
Hmm.
Like, even those who aren't Monster Hunter fans are gonna hate it, is what I've heard.
I've heard that about the new not Captain, Wonder Woman, whatever that character's called. I've heard that new movie kind of sucks.
Yeah, there was some weird things about it. Kind of fun, and then it was kind of not. So it just went back and forth.
Hmm. That's too bad. I remember liking the other one.
Yeah, I definitely like the first one a lot better than this one.
See, the trailers make it look so interesting, and then you get to the actual movie, and it's like, eh. I don't know, like, the first Monster Hunter trailer I saw was like, that's not Monster Hunter. That's not Monster Hunter. And yeah, it was that bad. The second one I saw was a Japanese trailer, and it looked more Monster Hunter than the first Monster Hunter trailer that I saw. And
Now what?
because it was more about the trailer was more about the monsters and the hunter rather than the military people that are just out there shooting the wildlife. As my friend put it.
So now Monster Hunter, that's not like Pokemon though, right? You don't like. Do you collect the
No.
monsters?
No, you don't collect the monsters. You hunt them.
Huh.
You basically take large, unwieldy weapons and hit them over and over again until they fall over. To put it in dad words. My favorite weapon is the insect glaive. Followed probably by the dual swords.
There's a new Harry Potter game. I have not seen a trailer for that.
But
D. No, thank you.
Hey, if you guys haven't, you should go check out my Etsy. I got some pretty fun little figurines in there. They need homes. I need to justify my time spent on making figurines. I enjoy making them. They're a lot of fun, but I probably put too much time into them. So please help me justify it. Go buy my Dogo statues.
I got my email notification about the Hoot keychain. I was excited about that.
Yeah, I apologize. It took me a little bit to get those out. I was just trying to juggle. I try not to go to the post office with my littles. So today I was able to get to the post office on my own. So I did a bunch of the shipping and everything last night and dropped it off this morning. So Hoots are all heading out. There are some dragons heading out. I think I have a set of dragons going to Florida. I think that's all that went out was Hoots and dragons.
Sounds like a hoot and a holler.
Oh yeah.
I'm with you. Goodbye.
Soundless, I guess I can't judge too much. CWP is a nice alternative. And it sucks because I do enjoy making those figurines, but I don't know. I'm kind of feeling guilty on spending all this like resources and time making them, and they're just like taking up space on my desk.
Yeah, that's kind of one reason why I put my clay on storage instead of brought it with me here. Is because, well, for one thing, I didn't know if I was going to be able to bake it, and I don't think I will. But for another, I don't have an outlet to sell, so it just start cluttering as I make stuff, so...
I still have a large art doll that I gotta finish. And it's like 99% done. All I have to do is fur his feet, and then I could post him. I just haven't done it yet. So I'm so caught up on those the clay guys.
I got what I wanted. I'm okay.
Your hoot.
Yeah.
I included notes and the hoots, and I think I accused you of, I think I blamed you of all of the hoot stuff in my notes.
It'll be okay. I'm pretty sure nobody will even doubt.
You can blame Sadie for this. That is the
Why are
issue.
you growling and barking?
Sarah, that is the issue with Etsy, is there's a ton of competition, and it can be hard to get spotted. I know a friend of mine had said I needed to post on some of the Facebook pages on some of the Facebook groups, but believe it or not, I'm not really someone that likes to bring attention to my stuff. So it just feels really awkward to like go to these groups and be like, go look at my figurines and buy them. So and it can be hard to be spotted on Etsy for sure.
Yeah. And then
Do I need to be your like item manager? I got you. I'll go for you. Be like, look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you say your collection's incomplete without it?
Nice. Yeah, and I'm gonna be wondering why I got Disney calling me. Cease and desist orders. I have no idea who that Sadie person is.
Look, Look, everybody loves it though. They're all oh my godding in chat.
For the hoots?
No, for my song.
Oh,
Y'all know
sorry.
what
Oh. What?
I hear your husband.
Why? You're not the boss of me. No. No, I'm on YouTube. I'm talking to my friends.
Tell him it's internet famous now.
Oh, there goes the dogs.
Yeah, one thing I hate about my current living arrangement is that no animals, so...
Yeah, it sucks.
It's a bummer.
Do you still get to go see your kitty?
I haven't been able to see him since I moved.
Hmm.
Sarah, I love you. She said that she'd protect me.
Thinking if Disney would go after schools for posting Lion King on their walls, they're not going to stop on some little site online.
It's very true.
We'll just pull up, what's that anime with the white lion that Lion King was ripped off of? We'll find a song from that and we'll do that instead. Kimba, yeah. Something like that.
I'm gonna pop off to start getting ready for dinner.
No.
They'll keep wilding without me. Oh no.
Have fun.
Bye. Thanks for
I
hanging
guess
out.
you did say I can't leave, so
We did say you couldn't leave.
I'll be here in spirit.
Oh, okay. We love you.
Thank you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
I should probably head out at some point and go feed the children.
You mean Mike?
Yeah.
I heard him shouting. Was he shouting, asking where the food was?
No, he probably just wanted me. He wanted me to acknowledge that they were home.
That's me. I'll be like, David, where's my food? I'm cooking tonight, so I guess I should be shouting it myself. I make crock pot meatballs because all I do is cook meatballs.
See,
or,
dinner for me, you know, whereas dinner for me, it's like, well, you know, we have these boxes in the cupboard. They're colorful and they typically have these little characters all over them. All you have to do is you put it in a bowl with a little bit of milk. Voila!
Yep, basically. I hate cooking. I'm not even gonna act like I like it.
I have to be in the right mindset.
David's mom had to stay with his brother at the hospital, and he's like, so this is your trial run as the head woman of a house. And I'm like, I hate you.
This is 2020 on
He's
yo.
like, this determines whether you get one. And I'm like, this is in the 1950s.
Right. Well, Mike will make similar comments like that. And it's like, hey, if you want a homemaker and you want me to do all that stuff, I will gladly do that. But I am quitting all my jobs and you're taking over every single bill in this house and you're paying it yourself. Usually kind of cuts that out pretty quickly. Hopefully we don't have a wallpaper like this, because it kind of just came together, and I don't really remember if we have something like this already. We probably do.
I don't remember anything exactly like this, so I think you're fine. V, nobody wants to hear you bark.
He wants to hear himself bark.
We will all suffer.
Oh, you're gonna hear stomping. Sorry. I hope it's not too loud on you guys.
It's good. We are having that, what is it, the meatballs with, it's made with, gosh, what is it called? Grape jelly and barbecue sauce. So good. So good.
Grape jelly and barbecue sauce.
Trust me, it sounds weird, but everybody I've given it to has loved it. You should try it. I will send you the recipe and you should try it.
Okay.
I don't like jelly. I hate jelly. And I think this is actually really good. What did I say?
So Foxy Lynn asks, if you guys had a superpower, what would it be? Mine would be vector manipulation.
Vector manipulation. What is that?
That's a hard one.
What is vector manipulation?
The power to make money while sleeping.
I would probably be a shapeshifter.
Yeah. Can you hear my husband?
Yeah, it was so quiet when it was just you youngin'.
Man. It sounds like my son is harassing the cat.
Does the cat like it though?
The cat's kind of
'Cause our
changing
cat's
his
like very
opinion.
wants it.
Yeah, our cat has been kind of changing his opinion lately. He's actually voicing his displeasure when the kids are torturing him. So we've been trying to get them to actually be respectful and leave the cat alone if he's not digging it. Easier said than done.
My cat will sit there and go on and on until somebody bothers him, and then he gets mad because somebody finally bothered him. It's so much fun. He'll like sit there and attack my dogs as they try to go up on the bed until they acknowledge his existence, and then he gets mad because they did so, you know? I'm like, you're not the brightest cat in the bunch, are you?
I still threaten my husband that when he leaves, that I might get another cat. He's like, you're not allowed to get another cat. And it's like, how are you going to know? I'm going to get another orange cat, and you won't even know the difference. It'll just be like deja vu every now and then.
Watch this cat be completely different from the other cat.
Right.
You know, super nice, friendly, and lovable, and just wants to be held all the time. I'd be like, what's wrong with our cat? Finn only wants loves, so we have to put him in the cage at night so that way he doesn't eat things, you know, because I can't afford another almost $1,000 bill. So he goes in the cage at night to make sure that somebody's constantly awake when he is. And he lays down, goes to sleep, fine with it. The only time he's ever friendly is when he comes out of his cage in the morning. He's like super lovable then and wants to be all up in your face. Hi, how are you? I missed you. You're my favorite person ever. And then 10 minutes later he walks away and doesn't want the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah, sometimes I have to lock the cat in the bathroom at night. That's where his cat box and everything is. Because like, I'll leave all my clay stuff on the table, and the first thing he does is he goes over and tries to knock things off. Like, I know it's a cat thing, but I just don't understand the point of sitting there and just knocking everything off the table. Because he does that. He like straight up does the stereotypical cat thing. He just sits there and knocks everything over. And I like, what do you gain from doing that?
Attention, Mom.
I'd be sleeping and he's out there knocking everything over. It's like, what are you doing? And he runs away when he sees you coming.
Yeah, no, that's completely a cat thing. My cat did the same thing. Kind of irritating because I didn't have like much that you could knock over that was safe to knock over. So like, you know.
Well, he even tries to steal something from me. If he can't knock it over, like I'll be sitting down working on clay. If he can't knock something over, he will grab the little baggies the clay comes in and runs off with the bag. Even if the bag still has like a half a chunk of clay in it, he still takes it and runs off with it. And it's like, really? One time he took off with one of my sculpting tools. It's like, what? Ah! Beat some kitties. With love and affection.
I did tell you guys about the time, you know, my cat got up on the shelf and knocked over a whole gigantic bottle of wine. And it looked like a murder scene here. It was red wine.
Ooh.
It was everywhere.
No.
I was upset. I was so upset. I didn't even know how to be nice at that point. I was just like, cat, I hate you. And I'm gonna say this the nicest way, I hate you. It looked bad. It looked like somebody had gotten hurt in here.
Should I see where I should go here?
Well, it wasn't mine. My boyfriend had bought it to try it, and it wasn't. I'm not very big on red wine, so it was actually his. I took a picture and I sent it to him, so that way he couldn't say that I had drank in it.
He had to put my. Yesterday, my friend tells me that he had to put my cat in timeout. And I was like, "Oh no, what'd he do?" Because I'm sitting here thinking, "Oh no, he's back into clawing the furniture, or you know, he's sitting there knocking stuff over." No, the cat got out and had to be chased out from under 5 different vans around the trash, the dumpster.
He's just
And
living
then-
his best life. Why won't you guys let him live it?
Because his best life is indoors.
Yeah. The only time I let my cat outside is if we're out on the deck and it's a second floor deck. So if he's gonna jump, he's probably not gonna get very far once he lands. So jump away, I guess. It's not gonna end well. But knock on wood, he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah. Mine has a harness and leash, and he does tolerate the harness and leash. It's just...
you telling me you walk your cat.
But he's just... For some reason, he wants to go out on his own. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Clearly, you guys are misunderstanding. He's the boss, and you guys are just supposed to do what you're told.
How come that doesn't apply with Finn?
It does. I don't win ever with Finn. Let's just be real.
I am planning on harness training River.
It's useful.
She
My
has
friend
ran
has it.
outside a couple times.
My friend, she's had to move. Like, she's in the army. Well, she's not in the army. Her significant other's in the army, and they've had to move like 10 times now. So, and it's like cross country every time. It seems like.
Yep.
So she has had to move her cat every single time. So she finally just harness trained him. She was like, "This is the only way that we're gonna be able to handle a cat in the car, and him being able to get out and actually move, and not just stuck in this car the whole time." He actually does pretty good, she says.
Like my last cat, he went out on a harness and a leash, and he'd do his thing, and he'd scratch to be let back in because that's what the dog did. He was pretty cute about it.
Yeah, so we have critters here that will eat your cat if it gets out. So I don't like.
Yeah,
you
that's
should
why
have
the-
that in
you know,
Alaska.
yeah, well,
We do, but it was like, I mean, he'd only go out during like the day while someone was home, and like, it was at my parents' house, so like there was plenty of tree coverage, so there's no way like an eagle would be able to like land and get him. So
Saying when
pretty safe during the
we
day.
were in Alaska when I was like 7, and my mom at the time had a cat that would go outdoors, and only to find out there was like a family of bears that lived down the road and all kinds of other, critters out there.
Yeah, I know quite a few people who have had outside cats in Alaska with a surprising amount of success. I don't know. It might be just because like a lot of wildlife doesn't really come around until the evenings. If
Yeah.
It's like a bear. Like I know that we have bears in our neighborhoods, but I have never seen one in the neighborhood ever.
No, we have like Fisher cats here too that will take your cat. And my mom has unfortunately lost a couple of cats too. The critters that live out in the wilds. So as a general rule here, you definitely
I'm
don't
really
want them
hoping. We have this little tiny deck on the top floor of the house. That's like, I think it was like a smoking deck. Like it's tiny that I'm planning on like fully enclosing with like some type of netting so that the cat can go out there. That's my current plan.
Well, I was letting the dogs out a couple days ago, and we had just gotten a snowstorm, and the cat wanted to go out. I was like, "You ain't gonna like it, but sure, go for it." And he steps out, and I'm like anticipating him running back in, and he's just taking more steps, and he's like, "No, this isn't bad." And I was like, "Nope, get back in." He calling me on my bluff.
Oh my goodness, we had a rain day where it downpoured, and it's still winter here, but this was the first time River had seen rain, and she's obsessed with water, so she was just like staring out the windows, fascinated by the water coming from the sky.
Oh, yeah, no, the music stopped. So 2 hours. Alright, so let's see. We got 2 wallpapers done today. We got this, like, quickish one, and then the ocean one here. So what I will do is, we're at 66 likes. I will send out this one now to everybody that has been active. And then if we can make it up to 80 likes, I'll send this one out to everybody. So if you haven't already, like the video, please. If you haven't already, subscribe, please. Trying to build up the YouTube channel. I'm gonna hop over to the site. I don't know if you guys could tell, my last bit of wallpapers had unimaginable or uncreative names. I'm like running out of names. Like cotton to the candy.
I was gonna say that cotton to the candy one made me laugh. When I saw it.
I didn't know what to call it. The colors were pastel-y. I was like, cotton to the candy. Oh, let's see, what can I call this one? I'm so bad with names. Alright, good enough. Alright, so there are those. I need to find my wallpaper frame. When was the last time we saw a blue wallpaper on the market? Anyone know?
A blue one?
Yeah.
Like the rarest one?
Yeah.
Never.
Really? We never actually had that on the market? Like, no one...
No, there's like 10 or 11 on the site. The only one that's been bought that I know of was the one Lammy bought, and she paid a lot for that. That's why we've had so many issues ever re-releasing. Paid like a lot. And I'm pretty sure a lot of it was closer to being real money for like doing it off-site trading. So like doing it through, what was it called? Like AWAS, I think, or something.
Oh, yep.
So she had to buy stuff through for that because the person wanted that stuff and not Wajas currency.
I wonder who got the better deal of that one.
I don't even remember. I know that
'Cause AWAS
was
is pretty
during,
much
like-
dead, isn't it?
well, now is. It was back when I think right after your son was born or something. I'm pretty sure because it was when I was still caves with her, and that was back in 2009 or 10 maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a really long time ago.
Well, he was born in 2013, so.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it may have been close to that because 2009 is I think when I started doing the Secret Santa stuff. So, and it was after I started doing that I became cave partners with her. I just remember that it was a lot. I was like, I can't believe you spent that much.
Lammy was pretty serious about her item collection, though.
I'm pretty sure she's the only one that's ever had every single item on the site at one point. But you know, so much stuff has come out now that it's really hard to keep up with.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think at that point that was one of the only things she was missing, and she ended up getting it through offsite trading. So.
Ooh, are these ready? Kant has already uploaded
They're
some markings for those wings.
Oh, nice.
Get those added.
I will leave the thing open on the admin announcements to post and say that you were watching for about 20 to 30 more minutes, so that way if you missed it, you can go and get in. Just don't forget, guys.
Yeah, because we are going to start wrapping this up. And we hit 80, so I will send out both wallpapers to everybody. And just, I was going to...
They're at 84 likes, by the way.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, everybody, for your amazing support. We appreciate it.
My room's still not put together because we had to put up new shelves and stuff for my work area, right? And I have no idea where anything is. I'm sitting here like looking for nail clippers, which I know I used this morning, and they're Nowhere to be found.
That's kind of par for the course for rearranging and
It's gonna look
everything.
so nice when it's done.
That's why you don't clean. Like, people be like, oh, you should clean. It's like, but if I clean, I lose things.
That's what I'm telling David. I'm gonna be like, Etsu says I don't have to clean because then I lose things. Bluey makes me buy things and you make me not clean.
Oh my goodness, I do not make you buy things.
I'll be like, I just bought a new game, and he'll be like, did Bluey make you buy it? And I'm like, yes, even though I'm trying to make Bluey buy it. Bluey, it's so funny. You should really buy this game, honestly.
I laughed. Yeah, I showed Steven that video. I was like, look how pretty it is. It's a great video. And he was like, okay. And then, like, once it got to it, he was like, oh.
And look, the whole game just about is full of, like, puns and
my goodness.
innuendos and, and stuff like that. And I'm just like, this game is literally my soul game.
I'll look at it again.
It's got a lot to do, even though it's early release. And a couple of my friends that are on another site, they said that they wanted to get it, and I was like, okay, if you get it though, my word to the wise recommendation is do not buy these shops until you're absolutely bored, because once you buy the shops, you can do nothing else. You're now a shop owner.
Sorry,
I
what
mean,
game
you
is this?
can, but you're not going to be able to until you get like later levels and owning the shop, because it has like the level system in the shops. So you start out making bare minimum, basically.
What
And I'm
game is
like,
this?
It's not. Hold on, I'll type it in. Because somebody else asked. It's on Steam. It's early release,
Steam.
so there's a lot of like bugs to it still.
Yeah.
But it's not like bugs that make it unplayable. It's just stuff where it glitches out occasionally.
My favorite game on Steam
But it
has
was
been
admittedly-
House Flipper.
When you first, like, sent me that message, like, I wasn't understanding what you were saying, so I thought you were sending me something, like, a video to watch
Hensie?
about Don't Starve, and I was like, what is going on?
But it was worth the watch, wasn't it?
Yes.
Huh.
I was like, this
Especially
is
because,
so
like,
good.
I watched the, like, more official trailer video first, so I was like, I don't understand, like, what's all that much different between these? Oh.
I guess I'm kind of
I
a
bought it
graphic
without
snob.
video.
I would have a hard time getting into it because of the graphics.
So the only really bad area, in my opinion, is the image of the people. But like the actual game, like the scenic stuff, is really nice. But
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just the
I've
person
never
kind of bothers me.
I've never seen something like the scenery is really pretty in that style. Like I've never seen it done quite like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you got the Herman, right?
Huh?
You did get that last
Oh.
Herman?
Hello, Herman. No, but I
Oh.
can scroll up and get it. Don't worry.
Okay, sorry about that.
I was like grabbing the name to make sure I typed it in right. Alright.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, pencil, sunset, wallpaper. So we can get these two items added for everybody. And then this one is... The descriptions too. I'm terrible at item descriptions.
Mine are all puns. Don't ever ask unless you want a pun.
Yeah, it's better than what I do. It's like, it'd be a blue collar. My description is, it's a collar that's blue.
You can always, like, I mean, it'd take a very long time if you ever wanted to make this an official thing, but just put down, like, what it was done for and, like, who did it. I mean, that way people aren't having to go look it up.
I mean, we used to
People
do...
message me and they're like, who did this? And I'm like, yes, I have to go Google now.
Well, I mean, now with the way that we accept items, the artist is recorded there. So there is some credits behind the scene. I don't know if we have it visible on the site itself, but we are keeping tabs more on that type of stuff. So we probably could at some point wrap all that into it.
I really wish that the art files that we can see, like when we click in, it shows all the the image on all the breeds would tell you who did it too. Like, because then I'll be like looking it up and trying to put it into things where I'm using it for like the hoots and stuff. But then I'm like, wait, this one wasn't done by Etsy. Who's this one done by? And then I have to go to the upload thing and like search for hoots and then find the right one. And I'm like, it's very roundabout when it can be condensed together.
If you go to the artist uploads, you can categorize that by I guess artist wouldn't help if you don't know who the artist is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because some people.
If only you knew who could change that for you. Tropical sunset. All right, so we're gonna get this wallpaper. And then we have the pastel wallpaper. Add that one. And since we hit the 83 likes, Oregon Trail. I remember playing that back in school, but I haven't touched that in a while.
I was terrible at that game in school.
I was too.
Yeah,
I
same.
think I died a lot.
I think everybody did. I don't really know if anyone ever made it far in that. Alright, so we're gonna go.
A card game, Oregon Trail game that I played like a year or two ago. That was actually kind of fun. I'm pretty sure we still died.
Okay, so we're doing all people who have been active since the 17th. You are going to get 2 copies of each of these wallpapers. I'm gonna send that out right now. Take a second, and then what I'll do, if you want more of these, I could throw them up in the CWP for 1 CWP, or you could throw them in the Raccoon King, maybe. Still sending. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that went out, so everybody should have a new notification for those. So yes, thank you everybody for hanging out with us. I'm gonna have to end it. I gotta go upstairs and see what's going on with the fam and make sure that the gremlins are being fed. Maybe spend some time with the husband. But if you haven't liked, please consider liking. If you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe. I'd like to try to do more streams. I got to get back into the habit. I'd like to come up with some kind of schedule. So thank you for coming, even though it was short notice.
And make sure you guys are like going and posting on the admin announcement thing that you watched. It's the only way you're gonna get your prize.
Yes, definitely post on the admin thread that you were here. And I think that's everything. Yeah. Conclusions, yo. So, alright, then we will catch you guys later. Thank you again, and I hope you all are staying safe. If you're in the northern parts of places, hopefully you're staying warm. It's really cold here. And until next time, we'll see you guys soon.